All right, episode number 6. Let's go. So with my weekly routine, I'm usually leaving here, my house at around 5 o'clock, because I like to get to the YMCA and be able to be doing my job and teaching by like 7:15 in the morning. So I've kind of got to get after it. I've got to leave here when it's still super dark out. And then sometimes I have to run errands or do whatever it is I do, or I'm just lesson planning until 4:30 or 5. So I regularly don't see this place 5 consecutive days a week during the daylight. I will regularly be out of here when it's dark, live my whole day, and come back when it's dark. But what makes Saturday and Sunday mornings so special is that I get the daylight that I don't usually have. And one of the reasons why I love living here so much is because I live next to a river. And I'm about to show you that river right now. So that's why I did this Bob Dylan song. It is Watching the River Flow off of an unknown album, because what I'm doing is his Greatest Hits Volume 2. So, what's so special about this particular recording is I like to listen to it as I drink my coffee, look outside, and watch the river flow. It's super awesome, and I love living here because of that. But I'm a huge fan of the band, and the band features Robbie Robertson, Levon Helm, Rick Danko, Richard Emanuel, and Garth Hudson. And for 2 years, they were Bob Dylan's backing band, and it happens on this recording right here, Watching the River Flow. And it's awesome. And this is Robbie Robertson right here, and he's super cool. So let's talk about this particular record. First of all, I picked this record up for, I don't know if you can see it, but I picked it up for $5 in a record store. And that's a steal. You're getting a bunch of really historic Bob Dylan on 2 separate LPs for $5. And then here, you get to see an awesome picture of Bob Dylan performing with his harmonica and unshaven as the 70s wore on and he looked just a little bit older. You get the whole album layout right here. And then on the backside, you can really see the indentation of the 45 in the case, and one more picture of Bob Dylan. And I just think he's super cool, and it wouldn't be a record collection without Bob Dylan. And He's one of the single most influential artists that will ever live. And he's still alive, which is awesome, which says a lot about him. And I guess before I got into the double digits of these classic album reviews of the weeks, I made sure Bob Dylan was going to be in the first 10 because he's so widely influential. And I love the guy so much because he's so incredibly imperfect all the time. He leaves his mistakes in on his records, and they're not always that polished. And you love them anyways because you're getting a really authentic Bob Dylan. So, one more time, thank you for listening, and this has been episode 6 of Classic Album of the Week, and this has been Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits, Volume 2.